Hello. Um, so I decided to make a video today because some things have been on my mind, particularly about a young lady mentioned something to me that set off a course of different thoughts in my head. People say I think too much. So what I'm going to say may piss a lot of black people off. And it might not piss off anybody. Nobody watches my videos. It's cool. But I do say what I want to say, and I say what I feel, and I don't care who listens or who doesn't listen. But what I'm going to say may be misconstrued, but take it how you take it. Um, so a young lady said to me a couple of days ago, Shauna, won't you get on low income? And I went through the whole rigmarole of a rigmarole, whatever, of how I'm by myself and I make too much money. She said, people who live alone can get low income. And I'll continue to say, I make too much money. Not that I'm balling out of control, because that's the least thing, but I make too much money for low income based on the number of people who live in my house, which is me. So I thought about it. I wish I would have said what I wanted to say. What I wanted to say is low income is a step backwards. I was on low income when I was raising my children, and that's not the way I wanted to live. I didn't want to live in a project. I didn't want the government paying half of my bills. I decided I wanted to pay my own way and teach my daughters that they don't have to be single parents who depend on the government. We're supposed to depend on black men. And I know there's black men out there saying, I ain't doing shit for you unless you help me do some shit. That's understandable. But in the bare essence of our tribal knowledge of black self, black men were supposed to take care of black women. Back during slavery, white slave owners broke that value, that core value in black people, that they broke black men in front of black women to prove the black women that they couldn't depend on black men to protect them and to care for them. They would tar and feather them. They would tie both arms and both legs to horses going each direction. Each direction to sometimes kill them or sometimes to scare the black women and the black children to show them that the white man will always be their saving grace. Black men will never be able to take care nor protect black women and black children. And these days, the mentality is so deep that black men don't want to. You can take care of your damn self. And I blame feminism, but that's another discussion. But back to what I was thinking, white America owes black America a debt. Great debt. And that debt is equality. When Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation, he signed it to tell black people, go forth into the America and live freely as we do. Make your way. And they grasped that mentality. They didn't ask for reparations. They didn't ask for anything. Treat me equally. Allow me to make the same life that y'all make for yourselves. That is our legacy. It's not reparations. I don't want them to give me any money. My ancestors died in this country, as far as I know, slaving on plantations, being separated from families, being raped, being treated like animals. worse than animals. And today we ask for monetary compensation for what they went through. Now, I've never been a slave. And though today's treatment of Black people is horrendous, I can't imagine what it felt like to be a slave, to not have control of my own will. Today I can. Today I can get on this video and talk to y'all about it. Today I can talk about racists just like they talk about me. I hate you niggers. Well, I hate your motherfucking ass too. Let's duke it out. I have that opportunity. My ancestors didn't. They couldn't talk back. They'd lose their lives. I'm not in the same place they are in. So I'm not going to ask you to give me anything, white America, because the only debt you owe me today is equality. That's all you owe any Black person. And Black people, in reality, we wouldn't even know anything about reparations had we not heard about the Nazi survivors and their descendants profiting from Germany paying them reparations from the Holocaust. Yes, there was an African Holocaust. Yes, we were enslaved and we were murdered. And the residual from that time trickles over into this day and age. But there are corporations, very successful corporations that are headed by Black people. Xerox alone, one of the biggest technology companies in the world, is headed by a Black woman, Ursula Burns, CEO, a Black woman. That would not have happened back in the 1800s, 1700s, 1600s. Wouldn't have happened. But here in 2020, it happened. We have opportunities unlike ever before. So what I want is to be able to go into a job with all the skills that I have and apply for this job and be considered based on those skills, just like that white person, that Arabic woman, that Chinese woman, that Mexican woman. I want to be judged by that, my ability to do the job, not because I'm not white. We are owed a debt, white America. And the debt is equality. I cannot sit up and say I want equal rights and sit in a house that's paid for in part or in whole by the government. Because somebody else is paying my bills, somebody else is taking care of me. How can I ask for you to treat me equally when you're taking care of me? Just like my kids. I'm not going to treat you like a grown-up if I'm paying your bills for you. It's the same thing with the government. You think that government federally funded, subsidized housing that you're living in belongs to you? They can put you out at any time. So what I should have said is no. I'm not interested in low income. I did that. That was my step up and helped me out of that life to where I can pay my own bills and I can take care of my own self. I'm not ever going backwards to where the government has to take care of me unless I absolutely have to have the government take care of me. It's not something cute that I can say, well, I got this amount of money, I can go buy this, that, and another because I only pay $27 a month in rent. I don't mind paying $550 a month for rent. It's a lot for people in Paris, some people say, but in cities like Los Angeles or even Dallas, that's nothing. No, I don't want a government handout. I want to take care of myself based on my skills and my ability to do so. For everybody who's on low income, this is not a shot at you because I was there and took care of my kids and I pulled them out of that life. to show them that Black women can take care of themselves, even if they have children. I had one son who grew up and didn't even know anything about low income because I got out of that life while he was little. There's absolutely nothing wrong with taking the help when you need it. But I will not have the ability to care for myself and say, screw that. I want them to do it. I want equality. And equality does not come with a handout. I'm sorry if this pisses you off. That's my stance on it. Take care of yourself. Stop letting the government do it. Because the problem you fall into when you let somebody else take care of you is that one day they may stop. And then what do? Talk to y'all later. Take it easy.